that we are going to make sure that all the lives of the Nigerian people that we have fought for and won will not be allowed to be eroded by any regime. When I was finding out this afternoon, and we're being told that we will not meet, my mind went back to about 30 years ago, when you had the Buhari, Babangida, Abacha, Jonathan, when we could not meet. But we defeated those dictators, and I assure you, any other dictator will not be allowed to realize anything. I know many people have returned back. This one, in fact, the information at my disposal is that about 3 people have been arrested. I want to assure you that once we conclude this program, I am going to ensure that I will ask for their unconditional release because they are not conditional in the past. Furthermore, I want to inform you that all those who took part in the revolutionary protests, who have been arrested and charged with unlawful assembly and breach of the peace in Sowore State, in Calabar, Cross River State, in Lagos State, are going to be defended. I can assure you of that. The government, the Buhari administration knows those who are preaching the peace of Nigeria. Terrorists, anarchists, headers, coup plotters, and others. Those who went to the street to protest in exercise of their right to assemble and complain against injustice, against corruption, against maladministration in our country cannot be said to have preached any peace in our country. Therefore, the man who was arrested before the protest will also be soundly defended because he has committed an offense. It's very interesting to know that even under the colonial regime, Nigerians fought and defended their rights. When Nigeria was at this stage in 1940, a group of Nigerian young people, the Sikis, gathered at Global Hall. Another one, Rap and Gala, delivered a second lecture. Both of them. And those who shared the occasion, she told them now to share the first one. Okay, Marcos will share the second one. They were arrested and charged by the colonial regime. But they were not charged with treason or treason. They were charged with sedition. And they were trying to embarrass the colonial regime. Even though they were jailed, they were committed and dead. But that experience itself mobilized the Nigerian people to advance the cause against colonialism. So let the authorities in Abuja know that the call for revolution is not new. Political leaders in this country have been calling for revolution. I'm sure you are aware of that. And nobody charged them to tell them why. mistake now, that mistake must be corrected. Because as far as we are concerned, this country belongs to all of us. We are not a conquered people. What you have done this morning, please, once again I want to commend you. But they say you should not demonstrate your vision. I mean, we're trying to gather inside a hall again. They say no. But we're happy we are one. And we will continue to win. Now, my last one. And I beg you. A revolution is not like Chairman outside. It's not a thing. A revolution is a very serious, rigorous, and consistent battle for the soul of the country like our own. Therefore, what you have done is a mere declaration of intention. Are you with me? Yes. The struggle is not going to be intense. It's going to take time. But I believe we are starting. And it's not going back. What you have done is to challenge the Nigerian people to appreciate the enormity of the Christ of underdevelopment, confronting us. We do not have a revolution yet, but there are revolutionary pressures. And we must seize advantage of the moment to go out now and mobilize the Nigerian people for the new revolution. And it's going to come sooner than we think. Please, after this exercise, I beg you, we have to go around our country. Because this country occupies a prominent place in the world. This is the largest concentration of black people in the world. If we don't get it right in Nigeria, the black man is doomed. And that is why, for all of us, we must decide today that we are going to redouble our efforts. We are going to multiply our efforts until victory is achieved in our country. Thank you very much.
Revolution! We can do better. Revolution! Thank you very much, Senior Leader in Nigeria, Mr. Kavanaugh. In this session, we'll be having solidarity speech. And please, I do not want us to forget that what we have today is the symposium is thematic, even though it's a working kind of symposium. I know many of us will attend several symposiums and all of that. To the extent that someone like me, I've already made up my mind not to attend Fora anymore. Because after the whole discussion in the top part of the room, we need to step out, we don't end in that room. But this is not going to be like that. I am very sure Nigerians are already taking that step to make sure that this message, let me say this, on August 5, the first day of rage, Google Analytics has that 5 million Nigerians searched the word revolution for the first time. Revolution, that word revolution was searched by 5 million Nigerians on your state having the highest number of searches on the internet. What does that tell you? It tells you that over 5 million people have yes of over 5 million people. For the first time in this country, people are beginning to understand what the problem is and what the solution will be. Without further ado, let me bring us home to talk to us on democracy, state repression, and the state of insecurity in Nigeria. The coordinator, I don't know if that's the title, please forgive me, pardon me, of the Federation of Informal Workers of Nigeria, Comrade Shwega Komalape.
Nigerian people. very important people. This side of the table. Allow me to appreciate Barrister Terry Farmer, the senior advocate of the masses. This morning, instead of the South, it is sad that somebody like me still has to be forced to come out and be part of this kind of movement to resist tyranny. Because I remember very well that 30 years ago, exactly 30 years ago, in 1989, when Nigerian students all over the country marched out to demand an end to the termination of the military program of enslavement called Soft Judgment Program. A lot of student leaders ended up in detention. And Barrister Kemi Falana was one of the people that came out in defense of us who were affected at that time. We would have thought, one would have thought that 20 years after Sowore funding Barrister Kemi Falana, even if it's not in government, should be in a position to feel comfortable and proud of a Nigeria that is truly democratic, of a Nigeria that is truly progressive, of a Nigeria that truly works for the majority of Nigerian people. Unfortunately, we have what we have now. I also want to especially appreciate the presence of Mama from Osun. I read the story, and honestly, I feel highly honored that Mama is with us this afternoon. I was inspired by the story of Mama and how he chose to join our comrades in Osogbo in the course of the August 5 protest in Osogbo. For me, Mama is a true source of inspiration. I find her attitude extremely heartwarming, especially at a time when it seems that majority of Nigerians have come to accept a very horrible fate of perpetual development value. So, I'm sure Mama will have time to say a few words to all of us. That's
people we still there for Lagos State, Southwest Nigeria, where plenty things they happen. The major kuku today we say people they gather to do talk on top how Nigerian secret police and police they take arrest people for Lagos State and even for Nigeria come and then they agree release them. This way they see so now members of the FreeSowore group will organize the RevolutionNow protest for Nigeria. Talk still there for the house. We go allow now make one they hear what happen. Or go give one an update one by one as just happen live.
Because Nigeria as it is has been sold, stopped, done and buried every time it's sold. Particularly since the inception of the so-called democratic government in 1999, Nigeria has sold over 500 state-owned enterprises. Ordinarily, if that exercise had been done with the thoroughness, and if they had fulfilled the promise of the exercise of selling those trillion national assets, maybe we will not be complaining. But unfortunately, that grand theft of public properties was done in a way that has left all of us at some kind of state. These enterprises were sold, bought by the same group of people for pittance. What happens is that when they buy these things, they strip the assets, they liquidate the assets, they turn millions of workers into the streets. And a lot of these people now become Okada riders and million jobbers. Again, they shut the gate for private investors. Even though we claim to be doing capitalism, they have actually shut the gate to those who really want to invest. How have they done it? By making sure that there is no electricity to work. By making sure that they also pursue other policies, like opening up our borders to foreign imports without restrictions. And that is why over 150 factories in the textile sector alone have closed down since 1999. And over close to 200,000 textile workers have lost their jobs. Now, that is one sector. What we have said about the textile sector is true of most of the other sectors of the Nigerian economy. Within this period, the Nigerian ruling elite since 1999 under the so-called democracy have consistently refused to invest in education. The African Union, head of state of Africa, they met and decided that they must be spending at least 70% of the budget on education. But consistently since 1999, we have been having investment of less than 7% by the federal government of Nigeria on education. And so today, our schools are run down. Even the little that is voted, we all know how it ends up in private pockets. They now use this money to build their private universities, which most of us cannot attend. I don't need to remind you that in Nigeria we no longer talk of potable water. All of us have to make do with poor water. In Nigeria today, we no longer talk of good roads. We have to make do with patch if anything is done at all. In Nigeria today, we don't look for jobs. Young graduates leave colleges. They have no hope of getting any job anywhere except they can work as hairdressers or makeup artists or what else do they call it, entrepreneurial training. They say they are giving people entrepreneurial skills. Whereas they are not bothered how people are actually working in the informal sector are surviving. The bottom line is that our country has been sold. Our assets have been sold. Few people are feeling fat on what belongs to all of us. And that is why the only scorecard of this democracy is the emergence of about 15 billionaires. Since 1999, the only thing they can boast is that we now have billionaires in US dollars. While most Nigerians, according to the United Nations Development Program, are living in multi-dimensional poverty. This is the issue, and we cannot lose sight of it. No amount of repression, no amount of intimidation, no amount of police forces, no amount of soldiers on the streets will stop us from asking questions about how these people have run one of the largest economies in the world aground. in 20 years. So when we say revolution now, it is not just a revolution on the streets. It's about educating ourselves and our people about the real issues. It is about understanding that we have a country to make back. We have a country to take back. We have a country to reclaim back from the hand. The war has just started. In all our streets and neighborhoods, we need to educate our people. We must take the struggle from Twitter to the streets where it belongs. This struggle cannot be won on Twitter. We have to mobilize and educate our people in the neighborhoods. Thank you.
Revolution! That table is still very high enough to, let me say, large enough to accommodate some persons. Very quickly, I want to recognize Comrade Chibe Achite, explain. Revolution! All right, very quickly also, I've just been told that we must not allow the state to control the narrative for us and to make sure that we do not play their national tactics or taking us away from the core demands, because core has 5 demands, starting with 5 demands, and the demands are very clear. One, it is end systemic corruption. It is the democratic end to killings, to insurgency. That's the second. The third is education for all. The fourth is an economy that works for everybody. While the fifth is, yes, 30,000 naira minimum wage. I'm very sorry because even 30,000 naira cannot take you anywhere. In this country today, the people cannot take you anywhere. So that is that. So the 5 demands are still very clear. While the FreeSowore campaign also is very challenging at this point. Because it's only in this country where you arrest somebody and then you go to the court to ask for more days or days to investigate the person. To ask, like, we don't know what he did, but please give us days. We want to go and know, we want to find out what he did. That is the kind of country where we find ourselves. It shows that this is don't I, I'm not into too many students, but Benjamin said something. He mentioned, he acknowledged Mama Revolution. And we all know her, right there on the high table, YeleSowore. So with a round of applause, I'll be asking about the microphone to Mama. You want the Mama after all? The Revolution, you want the Mama after all? The Revolution. So she has many names now. YeleSowore, YeleSowore, we need to work together to have a revolution now.
ní ọgbà mọ lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ mi méjì ọwọ́ mi sì sọnù níjọ́ ní owó tí wọ́n fẹ́ san fẹ́lẹ́gẹ̀ wá ẹgbẹ̀rún márùn-ún ní ìsinmi ìgbà ṣùgbọ́n ọkùnrin ọlọ́pàá ìṣètí wọ́ mi nílẹ̀ náà kò dára nígbà wọ́n dàgbà ọjọ́ kejì mo bá lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ àwọn oníròyìn àgbáyé mo ní mi ìdákùn kí n lè ṣe ìdáka níbi tí ó ń wọ́ mi ènìyàn bẹ́ẹ̀ ẹ̀ka lórí gbogbo orí ilé ẹ̀rọ àti gbogbo àgbáyé mo wá pè á nítorí orúkọ ọlọ́run ọ̀rọ̀ ọjọ́ náà tí ó tẹ̀lé àgọ́ ọlọ́pàá kí wọ́n dàgbọ́ kí wọ́n bá sílẹ̀ kí wọ́n bá sílẹ̀ kàá báyà kí wọ́n bá sílẹ̀ rẹ̀ torí àwọn ni wọ́n ń mú gbogbo òṣogbo tí wọ́n ò fi yọ̀ sẹ́yìn ṣùgbọ́n àti náà bá wà tọ́ka mi ní sùkúù tọ́ka náà bá lọ́dọ̀ sùkúù tọ́ka gbogbo ẹ̀ tí wọ́n ò níṣẹ́ ṣe tọ́ka jẹ́ pé wọ́n fẹ́ kí ọmọ mẹ̀kúnnù fẹ́ra gbọ́dọ̀ ní sóòrè tọ́ka jẹ́ pé ọ̀wọ́ ara wọn nìkan ní kí wọ́n ọ̀rọ̀ àpò ara wọn sí ọwọ́ bìrà nítorí ọlọ́ọ̀ nítorí àwọn ìbí ọlọ́ọ̀ kí wọ́n dá kí wọ́n bá wo nàìjíríà ṣe àti ìyà àti òkè báàlẹ̀ ní òsì ìdáàbàlẹ̀ ó lè rọ̀ ní lọ́rọ̀ nínú ẹ̀yìn ọmọ àti ìfúnká àti lọ́rùn lẹ́yìn sókè orí rẹ̀ lọ́wọ́ sí ṣùgbọ́n bá kún lẹ́nu lọ òrìṣẹ́ ṣe lọ́wọ́ obìnrin ó rọ́ṣẹ́ wíwì mí sẹ́yìn owó ra ní sẹ́wọ̀n wọ́n rìn ìta ni nítorí ọ̀la kí wọ́n wọ àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù ṣe kí wọ́n ìyá jẹ́ ebi sì gba akọ́wọ́ ọmọlé táńtà àti ìwúlẹ̀ omi ti kú omi ti sá lọ tí ò dé ìlú ọmọ rẹ̀ mo bá fi wákàtí ọ̀wọ̀ mo fi bẹ àwọn ìjọba àsìn kí wọ́n dàpọ̀ kí wọ́n wà á ṣe ìyá ń jẹ wá pípọ̀ ebi sì ń pa wá a sì fa wọn mọ sí skul ọmọ mi lọ yunifásitì ọkàwé òṣìṣẹ́ ṣe irú rẹ̀ ń bẹ lára mi ó sì jọba òṣìṣẹ́ ṣe àwọn ìgbà kábíyèsí náà sọ kí wọ́n bá dà ní ìjọba amúnisìn tọ́lá máa amúnisìn náà kí wọ́n dábò kí wọ́n gbà wọ́n kí wọ́n ṣàánú pa ọ́.
Excellent.
Revolution.
Well, essentially what Mama is saying is that
gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe mí lóore gbogbo àwọn tí wọ́n ṣe mí lóore àwọn ẹlòmíì wá ní àti ibẹ̀ mo kí ẹ dáadáa àwọn kan wọ́n sì wà lóòótọ́ ṣe wọ́n ra bẹ́ẹ̀dì fún mi wọ́n ro oúnjẹ fún mi kò sí tí wọ́n rà fún mi tán mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ wọn gidigidi gan wọ́n ṣe o ebi ò ní pa wọ́n o àwọn tó sì wá láti ibẹ̀ náà wọ́n ra bẹ́ẹ̀dì fún mi wọ́n ro oúnjẹ fún mi wọ́n máa rò mí wọ́n máa rí ṣe o wọ́n ṣe gidigidi gan.
Mama is thanking all those who solidarized with her during the time she was arrested. And she's saying essentially that the ordinary people are suffering, that they have sent their children to school, they are out of schools, and they have no job. So she's appealing to the government to think of the poor in our country. And she's solidarizing, expressing her readiness to work with us to repair our country. Thank you.
Revolution! Revolution! All right. In quick succession, as I said earlier, to talk to us, to further explain the thing is Comrade Martin Sowore. Revolution!
All right, yeah, now.
Greatest Nigerian people.
Yeah, I'm going. How can I tell them that I'm here?
The theme of today's summit is democracy, state repression, and insecurity. And I think it is very relevant, and I will speak very specifically to the issues of democracy, state repression, and insecurity. But before I go further, I must emphasize that all of us who have come here have our reasons for being here. My reason for being here is that I am dissatisfied, and I agree with the 5-point charter of RevolutionNow. And we are here to justify our position. If you want to summarize the 5-point charter, the summary is that we do not have good governance. Because we do not have good governance, as I talk to you today, Nigeria, according to WISI, the World Institute for Political Security and Police, has the worst police in the world, the worst in the whole world, not in Africa. As I talk today, we know about the Global Terrorism Index and how the herdsmen have overtaken Boko Haram and become the 3rd most dangerous terrorist organization in the whole world. That is according to the Global Terrorism Index. As we talk today, we know that you and I are afraid to travel around anywhere in the south because of kidnappers all over the place. They are in the Akure area, which is the same area where they killed Sowore, which is the same area where they kidnapped Dr. Leanta. They are they are Abuja and Malayu. And they just killed a reverend father 3 weeks ago of the Enugu Port Express. So they're everywhere. You too, like me, we are all unsafe. That is the reality. We are also aware that over 10 million people have lost their jobs since 2015. We are also aware that Nigeria has become the global capital of extreme poverty. We are also aware that the economy is weak. In case you are not aware, maybe you are having a good time, your business is doing well. It's not about individual. It's about the national economy. As I talk to you, Nigeria is a debt trap. What is a debt trap? When you are unable to pay your debt, that is a debt trap. Nigeria is using over 35% of its total national revenue for debt services. Services, not payment. We cannot sit on the bench. Now, where we have insecurity and we have this level of poverty, unemployment, and water decay, what we need is not spiritual. What we need is a solution. And I think we have a solution. The solution we have can be following the example of our colonial master. And the lesson is that the problems of Nigeria stem from its leadership. I repeat, the problems of Nigeria stem from its leadership. Now, in Britain, because Theresa May failed with her Brexit plan, she resigned. In that same vein, if government in Nigeria fails with security and development, the government needs to resign. We are expecting that historically without a provocation that this government has failed and this government should resign the same way Theresa May government resigned in the UK. That is our position, and that is clear. And we are keeping the mandate of the movement for fundamental change. And two of our members are here with me. This is our position. This is our demand. The government has failed catastrophically, and the government must resign. Finally, democracy has two pillars: the rule of law and the integrity of the ballot. Based on those considerations of democracy and the pillars of democracy, the two are absent in Nigeria. We have seen what is happening at presidential election petitions tribunals, where INEC is denying its own server. INEC is denying its own server. How can INEC deny INEC server? That is the level of mediocrity that Nigeria has sunk into. There is no democracy in Nigeria. You can only contest that if you do not know the meaning of democracy. The only way you can defend it is to are illiterate and you don't know the meaning of democracy. Nigeria is not a democracy. Because the two pillars of democracy are lacking. And that is why we call for this revolution. But the position of the MSC is even more far-reaching than the position of the revolution plan. We are calling on the government to resign immediately. Thank you very much.
Revolution! All right. I have with me here several notices. I will be taking this notice one after the other. But as against the lies in the media that a co-convener of the coalition for revolution, a political prisoner now, YeleSowore, had a meeting with some people in Dubai and collected some particular amount of money. And for that reason, they are so much like that to stabilize Nigeria. We did not collect money from anybody. This program, where we sit now, is as a part of the contribution, and we need to recognize our corporate who has given us this. This is our host, and I want to recognize Venerable Sowore, former global candidate of the National Conference Party.
Revolution now! Revolution
now!
Revolution
now!
I want to thank all of you for coming. Rightfully, we are all living in this country. And our living in this country now is not comfortable. I was outside the country, I came back just 2 weeks ago. And as I was coming back in, different from the smiling faces I saw in South Korea, immediately we landed in Nigeria, you see hard faces. People who are not comfortable. Faces that are not smiling. And that's what we find around us now. Things are very bad. But man said there's a missing feeling in the here now. And things are not the way they used to be. Then things are not the way they used to be. We must ourselves correct the situation. It is easier to correct the situation when you have a democracy. You just wait, and in the next election you vote. But I have since learned, I was a governorship candidate in the last election. I have since learned that votes in Nigeria don't count today. People conjure votes from anywhere. Because of the abject poverty that is affecting the people. There's what we call massive vote buying. And let me tell you, when you are extremely poor, any amount of money that is offered to you counts. Yes. And so you are seeing that the people are perpetually in slavery. And so, in a situation like this, something must change. Something must happen. When you climb the tree, you say, Papa, we put over for their way, then definitely we will start coming down. And it is by our own hands, by our own actions that we can correct the correcting. So I am asking that it is time that there be a revolution in this country. For some time, in the northern part of Africa, a lot of wrongs like this are happening. And sometimes some people say no. And what we then now have, the Arab waves started from Tunisia to Libya to Egypt. I think it is time in Nigeria for us to have a change. Thank you.
Revolution! 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 Thank you very much. Revolution! As I've just been informed that the press people, they seriously want to wrap up this as soon as possible so that they can go back and write the story. It's spreading like wildfire. Revolution is everywhere. It's inevitable at this point. All right, I want to recognize the president. Yes, I want to represent, if I have too many persons to recognize. And I've just been informed right now from this side of the hall that the son of the great Fela Aligula Mobutu, Shehu Aligula Mobutu is the building. Please, the high table is large enough for you. Please come down. As he finds his way to the high table, we have a veteran comrade in our midst. And please, with a resounding round of applause, let's welcome to the high table Professor Omotayo Olorode. This is just the least I can say about him. The song is a paper presentation on its own. Where's all right. Okay. promise around. There is nothing like people learning anybody won't come with, but we must think of that. Very quickly, to take the microphone from me for a short solidarity speech and to explain more about the revolution related with his comrade Achike from the Joint Action Front.
Thank you. Yeah. Well, some of us, for those of us who are young, and there are quite a number of them, those of us who are young, we might not understand, but those of us who are historical, who have not taken time out to study and to reflect on the history of their country, they will not know that a huge price has been paid for the democracy that we enjoy today. As huge and as bad as it is, people have paid price, sacrifices, for us to be here, to be free men and women in this country. And I can tell you that because we know the import of the sacrifice that has been made by Nigerians over the years, with their blood, with their sweat, with their hard work, we will not allow the sacrifices of yesterday to be in vain. We know that this country is not living up with the reputation you should have nothing to. We know about the chronic poverty in the country, the pain, the frustration of our people in a land that has been blessed, left, right, and center. Every single part of this country has been given resources of greatness. But we know that in spite of this blessing of resources, so also have we been cursed with the worst kind of political leadership that can afflict the country. And we are here to say no, that we cannot continue to live as paupers in the land of plenty. Great Nigerian people, I tell you that those people who occupy the seats of power in this country, from Abeokuta to Shagamu to Enugu to Zamfara, do not have as much right, more right to this country than you and I. The topic is very clear. But this is about the destiny of the 180 million people. And we cannot continue to concede to the best government that is going on in this country.
See the whole cameras here.
We are talking about revolution now. And we see people who are on a revolutionary march with solidarity songs, with cars, with slogans, and the state is getting its fans against people who are planning a revolution with songs and slogans. If they want to be afraid of the people, let them do. But what they know is that the only panacea to ban governance is good governance. What are you asking for? They are asking for 50% price in accordance with the rights that are given to them as free citizens of this country. They are asking to have access to proper healthcare and infrastructure. That is not too much for that. They are asking that their children will be able to have strong education. That is not too much to ask. They are asking for our road infrastructure to be fixed so that Nigeria will stop dying on the roads. That is not too much to ask. They are asking for security of life and property. Again, that is not too much to ask for. And this is our right. This is Nigeria. So we are saying that this is the position of the Joint Action Front. There is nothing new that is being said here today. The revolution, the disaster of the decadent government that we have had in this country, so that we can provide a better life for the people of Nigeria. That is what we are asking for. And so for us, it is a matter of system change. That is system that makes it possible for a few people in this country to keep on sending their children abroad to get the best education must be changed and reversed. That the system that makes it possible for only the children of the privileged to send their children
to wallow with the decadent infrastructure that we have, that system must change. We are asking for the lives of our people to be secured and their properties. These are the things we are asking. So if people are saying that this is prison, then all of us in this room are guilty of prison. And we have no regret about that. This country must be made better. This country must be greatness and prosperity. And if those people who have profited from the disorganization of our country.
Okay, why that one they happen inside for the brief talk where people would organize revolutionary protest they do for Lagos. We want to talk with Mr. Femi Falana, one of the organizers of today's talk.
Since they haven't done that, that's what we're asking for. There is no section of our law, right, that has criminalized the use of water. There's no provision for criminal to go. But right now, I don't know criminal that has criminalized the use of water outside the public. Anybody can use anyone. It is when you now actualize the use of the word that an offense may be set up. Look, because many people have used the word revolution. Attempt to do what? Attempt to do what? To demonstrate? And the man was arrested before the demonstration. So where is the problem? Where is the problem? Where is the offense? And those who were arrested for taking part in the rallies have been charged with unlawful assembly. That's all. That's all. But when we get to the bridge of person, I mean, the matter is involved. And I hope this case provides an opportunity for Nigerians to learn what happened when the war revolution was used in the past.
All right.
Back to colonialism.
All right. So, lastly, do you think Nigerians are ready for revolution?
It's not what I think. It's not what I think. I do know there are revolutionary pressures in the country. In fact, it may even interest you. There are many young people who are totally disoriented, have taken up arms against the state. I'm sure you are aware of that. Including kidnappers, armed robbers, terrorists, and the rest. They are also fighting the Nigerian state. And those who are saying, let us organize the country in a way that chaos would be prevented. And now being harassed by the people. If you want to remove it, you don't come for a rally in a stadium. Are you with me? Those who remove governments in the past, including elected government, never went to the stadium.
So do you consider that a which was using the word revolution?
You don't know many people have used the word revolution.
And they have.
Including political leaders. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, 2 years ago, or 3 years ago, the military oligarchy, the military hierarchy had to come out publicly to say we are not planning a coup. Because people were asking them to stage a coup. None of those who called for a coup was arrested. In fact, people felt maybe these guys do not know what they are doing. And they were just ignored. You understand? Yeah. So there's no mistake.
What's the next line?
In what respect? For Nigerians to get organized, and that's what I've said today. People have to get organized. Beyond the verbalization of the word revolution, people must actually now move out, and prepare the Nigerian people. I'm sure you are well. Votes no longer count in our country. I'm sure you are well. And so, and I think that was the warning by the late President
that those peaceful change make violent revolution inevitable. I think what Sowore and others have done is to warn the government, is to warn the ruling class that the reckless exploitation of our right? The heartless oppression going on cannot continue for too long. I think it's a warning. Instead of harassing those who protested peacefully, I have thought the government would have gone back to the drawing table and engage in meaningful consultation with the Nigerian people to reorganize this country in a peaceful way. I mean, just imagine this morning, we're almost going to be told that we couldn't even have a meeting. You have said people cannot protest on the street. You now want to make it impossible for people to meet inside them. No, my mind just went back to our days under, all manners of dictators. But even then we won. We insisted. We met. We insisted. In fact, what we used to do then, and I was asking the organizer this morning, there was no decoy at all. So what we do then is to advertise a particular place. And once the place is taken over, we'll move elsewhere. Thank you. Yeah, Larry. Yeah, where's the...
Mr. Femi Falana, we follow for one of the organizers of this meeting where they hold today, where the organizers na coalition for revolution for Lagos State, Southwest Nigeria. How the situation be say they still do talk on top the whole matter where they happen for Nigeria. Their main cocoa be say then they say why it be say Nigerian secret police and even Nigerian police go they arrest people, they keep them locked up. They know they agree release them, especially people will be protesters. This is now one of the topics we they decide to talk about today for this matter where they happen for here. We want still come out outside the gate where police been blocked before where they no agree anybody make it come inside. We won't go outside now, make we see what they happen for outside for that place.
Only our oppressor we
Okay, that's what they happen for outside. Everywhere just they hot. If you look around, you see security agencies take ground, they do their own work. Why people where they call for meetings, they inside hall they do. You see so many security vehicles ready around the corner. They protect the area where there's something they happen. So since morning we've been done here. Since morning they try see how it will take happen. As they talk, everywhere they peaceful, nothing much they happen onto protest. But inside hall where people will organize the protest and the meeting, then they no kind kata day around the whole area. If you look around, you will see the street, even though police vehicles they around, you will see the place they very normal. No quarrel day ground, quarrel been there before, but it don't balance. Those people who gather there now, people were there with Mr. Femi Falana, maybe one of the people who organized the talk today. Him and so many other members of the Coalition for Revolution group were full inside this place. Some of them wear different kind of attire, especially those who can wear the orange cap and the t-shirt where they write free Sowore now and revolution now for the body. Those people now people will come follow. see what thing they go contribute to the talk where they happen today. One near them very small. Like you see Mr. Femi Falana on face. So. It is now with some of the men we come talk today. We'll go back inside how the whole things they happen inside now.
This way, move, you know if you move.
Where's your Luna? Why is this man like this?
The revolution is not for any special group of people. It's for everybody. And also, I believe, say, as we don't come together today, not only are we here for the revolution, but we must stand firm for the release of our comrade, YeleSowore. Because, believe it or not, if Sowore is in prison today, they say they don't arrest Sowore, when they go sit down here, we look say, they arrest Sowore, they for your house,
they address everybody now, Femi and Nikolapo, the king, and him now,
you are next.
They try to talk to the
maybe not immediately next,
for the talk where they have for the Lagos State. So,
that's it. You are next. So we all must stand firm and make sure. So we try to mobilize as much as possible, even among AAC, because our presidential candidate and also chairman of the party. So we must try as much as possible to secure a release with everything within our power. This one day, very, 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 very important. Thank you very much for giving me a few time to talk here. So revolution now.
Revolution now, freedom now. We've added that to our Songito. Hope you noted that. Alright, thank you very much, Comrade Shio and Nikolapo. In quick succession also, I want to recognize members from the Committee for Workers' Fraternity, CWA. I want to recognize DSM. Quickly, in 1 or 2 minutes, I want to call to the podium to take this mic away from me, Comrade Dagantola, for solidarity speech from DSM. 1 or 2 minutes. Thank you very much. Revolution! Revolution!
Comrades, we welcome this initiative. Just 3 clear points. During the struggle for this civil democracy that was formed for 20 years now, the labor leaders in the new to be found as presented by past, which require various other alternative organizations to play this role. But it's important to say that they cannot shy away from the basic responsibility of leading Nigerian workers to actualize an appropriate living wage for this country. It's simply a tutorial that they have agreed to 30,000 naira and they are negotiating what 30,000 naira will amount to. So we must endorse all of the cries for support that they must call a general strike, which the entire Nigerian workers are already waiting and willing for them to fall for that wage they are allowed. There is future, we only mean that we will be forced to invite the majority of the entitled workers to the street to dance and not ready to take the necessary action to actualize the living wage. Having raised that, it's important for us to acknowledge and recognize that this struggle to bring ahead to the north in the country, and I think the Shewa has articulated of that perfectly, no need to repeat it. It's important to say that we must bring all of our forces collectively together. And in doing that, we must also sit down and articulate a clear
must not join those who are saying that it was just an act to repress Sowore and Co. It's an indication that the only thing the Nigerian elites are afraid of is the power of organizing the mass of the ordinary people as a single political force in this country. The reaction of August 5 and the attempt to prevent all of us from speaking. He said, because if Boko Haram they are not afraid of them. But they have told us the only thing they are afraid of. They are afraid of popularizing what is the ultimate solution to the crisis in this country. And we must take a thing from that. We must take a thing from that in clearly articulating what a full revolutionary manifesto would be. That will encompass the of Nigeria, encompass the of the African country, and not only the all of those ideas and not spend for any one of us. We want a country where the economy will be controlled by the mass of working people themselves, those who labor, those who school. If you look at our education currently, you can't begin to look at all of the disasters that is in education, and that disaster is not restricted to any sector of the economy. So you're rounding up. The march towards a revolution is first and foremost the march in articulating a clear program and manifesto in the simplest of language and bring it forward to the mass. The president of YeleSowore, all the way from Osogbo here, is another indication, and this is that of the last days that Nigerians are afraid. We are afraid of happiness. That fear is valid. The president of Osogbo here is an indication that the Nigerians are really coming out of that fear. Millions of Nigerians are ready for revolutionary change. It is left for all of us here to articulate a clear program, articulate how we must take this program to all of them peacefully, patient, and I use the word patient. And in that patience, we can organize ourselves in millions and crush all possible forces. I round up with all of the three pledges program. We support and endorse and need to take specific actions for Sowore to be free. While others have been moved and arrested and still along my mouth, while others have been released, the DSS has refused to release him or take him to court. There is a need to organize clear specific action, and which is why not because of my thinking, but calling on us together to articulate what was done, so that we must begin to articulate clear specific programs and clear specific action. And one of the first major actions that we must do in the coming period is to call Nigerians out to demand that Sowore and all the countries that want to set free. Why this is important is that it's not because any of us are afraid to be arrested or to be failed. It is scandalous that a program like this can only hold when we have a stand. Because a lot of us were here earlier, not until Comrade Fana came and commenced the discussion. So it means that if anything comes, that this program will not do. We need to organize a specific program, recognizing the fundamental rights of all of us as Nigerians to organize, to speak at every point in time. The second point, like I pointed out, which I'm repeating, is that we must articulate a clear, simplified manifesto. Because 4 years is already here. The next election is here knocking on our doors. We are not going to go to that election if we don't change this character away from power. Change the character before them organized. And I use that for that. That's why it's important to put all of the necessary pressure on the labor leaders and on the labor movement to take all of the necessary steps that need to be taken. In organizing ourselves, when we get to the next general election, we can millions of organized forces. We can talk on an electoral board. If we know that it's going to be a process and we not allow the voice of Nigerians to be appropriately articulated. Not wait till tomorrow, and I think we'll round up on this, that the revolution now is ultimately what that type of revolution than the socialist revolution. Thank you.
Revolution! Yes, the problem of Nigeria, as we all know, is exhausted in 2 hours class. And that is why whenever you give an activist the microphone to speak, be very sure that 1 minute is, you know what 1 minute is already. Alright, I'm going to hand over the microphone also. The last time we met was at the University of Ibadan Conference Center when we had the Ibadan Power meeting. And it was, in fact, power-packed kind of engagement with some of us who are coming from the struggle. I'm going to pass the mic up to Comrade Fairly Operation. This is a round of applause.
Thanks very much. I think the first thing I must say is to thank Coalition for Revolution for bringing all of us together. Coalition for Revolution represents for Nigeria today the conscience of the nation. In 1996, when I was taken to Women's Central Prison, Femi Falana was dropped, we were in the same car, he was dropped at Tuesday Prison. So I was taken to Women's Central Prison. When I arrived there, I met many prisoners outside the prison, within the premises, but they were not in the cells. So they said I could enter a cell where there were prisoners. From my experience, I thought that was a punishment cell because other prisoners were outside the prison. And I told them, you would have to kill me before I enter a punishment cell. What you have done here today is similar to that result. We retain an attempt by the federal government of Buhari and APC to criminalize enjoyment of democratic rights. They would have to kill us before they can achieve that goal. That is the meaning of your action today. That is the meaning of your continued activities in spite of the tension of Sowore and several others over our dead bodies. I must not forget to apologize for coming late. As you can see me, I am just coming out of tax appeal tribunal. Generally speaking, comes on vacation, but the tax appeal tribunal is not on vacation. I'm hungry as I'm standing here, but I tell you, I went to eat before I come in there, and my phone reaches. So I chose to be here for. regardless of what the consequences will be. The second point I want to make fundamentally is that there is no offense in saying they are protesting on the program of Revolution Now. There is no offense. What many people do not know is that the Nigerian Constitution, as it is, permits people to revolt against any policies of government that are against their interest. Section 40 of the Constitution is the revolt provision of the Constitution. Revolt provision. The revolt, however, must be peaceful, not destructive. The mass actions of ordinary people are never violent. They are never destructive. They become violent only when the state authority of coercion attack the protesters. So, under the Constitution, it is permitted by God, by the Constitution, to revolt against any government policy that is against our interests. And we say the failure of government to provide employment or unemployment allowance is against the interest of the masses and violates the provision of the Constitution. Therefore, if they provide employment or unemployment allowance, there will be no need to protest. We all want to enjoy our life. We don't want to go out on the jacket if there is no need. But as long as we are paying in the Constitution responsibility, the Nigerian people will continue to tell them that we are not slaves in Nigeria. We are free-born people, and we have the right to enjoy human rights that are universally recognized. But they are not only universally recognized by virtue of the fact that they are guaranteed under the Constitution as fundamental rights. No one can give us human rights. No one can touch us human rights. We will not enjoy democratic rights at their own giving. No! And come to think of it, what moral justification does someone who has been tormenting Nigerians through military coup, what moral justification does he have to say we are protecting to overthrow star. Let me use this opportunity to demand for the immediate release of Sowore and all other political prisoners in Nigeria. And there are several of them, even soldiers, members of the armed forces, they are in various detention centers on road without the members of their family visiting them. Some of them are being contacted and we should cry out on their behalf. Several of them, Nigeria has been turned into a prison. We will fight to ensure that Nigeria enjoys fundamental freedom. We say RevolutionNow means government should obey court orders. No matter how hard, how tall Mr. President may be, the law is further than Mr. President. I intend to live in a society where that society is governed only by the will and caprices of Mr. President. Mr. President has no choice but to obey the court order mandating the release of Sowore since 2016. We should distinguish between obeying court order to go on leave for medical treatment from obeying court order that mandated since 2016 the release of Sowore and his wife Sina from detention, regardless of how big the size of the room where they put in a baby. We reject enslavement. We reject slavery. We demand freedom. And we insist three basic freedoms are no gifts from Mr. President. I thank you very much.
Our people will shortly ask our legacy, former President of the University, to shortly address us before we have a closing speech. Nigerian people, articulate Nigerian people. Welcome. First thing about this one, sincerely speaking, while I was coming in, something told me. We are here asking for free Sowore. But are we free? No. Sincerely speaking, you are inside the hold for several hours. You work for government to go get your pay. You go to hospitals to queue up, not being able to access medical practice. You go to school, the schools are not well built. The fees they put on them are exorbitant. You even fight for minimum wage, you cannot access it, even when it's not convenient. A wage. How free are we? And that's what I want to speak to. It's not about Sowore, it's about all of us. Sincerely speaking, we have a country that's not working. Less than 40% of the total population is employed. Less than 40%. When you get calls, if you are employed or unemployed type, you can bet it that at one time or another, out of every 10 calls, 9 are either soliciting for help or asking for funds. You get to the post box, see people stranded, not having anything on them to transport themselves to their homes. You see people hungry and not being able to eat. Go to the hospitals. Abuja, you will see houses that have been locked up. Nobody living in there. All these houses are being owned by a minute proportion of the total populace. You will see them wanting their works outside the country, going to schools outside the shores of Nigeria. You see Nigerians now calling for Yahoo Yahoo, not by accident. It's out of frustration. You see our girls finding their way to prostitution. It's not about morality, it's about survival. You see Nigerian youth all over the globe. They even travel to countries where they are being brutalized. This is the situation we find ourselves. The situation is bad. Very, very, very. And it's not a mistake that the world is revolution now. And I keep on telling comrades, they have to remember to use a better word. Use a better word. Call it situation now. Your oppressor is your oppressor. Did you know the revolution we were coming here today? Did they not support? If nobody international comrades and the Senate for Nigeria, would they have allowed us to enter? That is the devil of oppression. We are always. Please, let us not be deceived. We have a country to live in. And it's us to take ownership of that country. Whether we like it or not, we are all dying. If you are in your 40s, check your phone. Start looking at your phone. Some of them, because they cannot have access to just basic health. Some of them, in fact, people are committing suicide. People are jumping from terminal bridge into the ocean. People are taking sniper. The situation is horrible. How do we keep on falling our hands and our bodies to keep on killing us? We can't take this anymore. For how long will we continue to exist under their shadow? For how long will we continue to praise them, continue to run and suppress your life and call you lazy youths? It's ugly, it's terrible, you know. Greatest Nigerian people. This is the time to fight. It is not about Sowore, it is about all of us. Sincerely speaking, we are the ones that have been calling for our own freedom. As we say free Sowore, we should be telling ourselves, let's free ourselves, free Nigeria. We will fight. We will fight. We have no other option than to fight. If we keep quiet, we will repress us the more. Dare to fight, dare to fight. I strongly commend the responsibilities to shut up. Revolution! 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 Comrades, my task is very simple. I will go straight to the point. My task is to remind us why we are fighting. We have been told that the war of revolution is what has spoiled our struggle, and we have called it something else. We want to make it clear. Abundantly clear. We are not apologizing. We are not apologizing for using the word revolution. We are going to continue using that word revolution! 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 We have 5 demands. I want to remind us of what those demands are. So I want to ask you outside, what are you fighting for? You know what to tell them. Demand number 1. An economy that works for every person in Nigeria, especially the oppressed. Nigeria has immense wealth, but less than 1% of Nigerians are enjoying that wealth. We want that to change. Number 2, an effective and democratic end to insecurity. People are being killed every day by bandits, by terrorists, and also by those naira minimum wage. It is not even enough, properly speaking. It is not enough, but they have been agreement and it must be implemented. Number 3, and number 4, an end to systemic corruption. Because the corruption is from the very top to the bottom. They have been fighting corruption ever since the regime of General Gowon, and they are fighting it today. Meanwhile, there are ones who are perpetuating corruption. We want to immediate end to it. Number 5, free education, secondary and university level. Because Nigeria has more than enough money to meet that demand. It has been a standing demand of the student movement since I was a student in 1980. It has been a standing demand, and we have more than enough money. Now, this ruling class has tried to blackmail us by saying that our revolution is a party affair, or it is in support of this party or the other party. It is not support of any party. It's not a party affair. This revolution is against the entire class of exploiters and oppressors, whether they go to the PDP or the FPC or any other party. We don't care. We want all of them out. And how do we want them out? We want the people of Nigeria to arise, because without you, us arising, they will continue to oppress and exploit us. Revolution! Victory is certain, because the people united can never be defeated. The people united can never be defeated. The people united can never be defeated. Revolution!
Of the great Nigerian people, articulate Nigerian people. For some of you who don't know me, I'm really wise Ajayi. I'm the acting chair of the Lagos African National Congress. I'm the general secretary of the United Nations for Democracy and the leading member of the Coalition for Revolution. All of you have listened to all the speakers there today, and I know very much that none of them have supported us. Yes. All of them have been able to lead and engage that kind of discussions that we want to hear. I just want to make some sharp responses. First and foremost, government. We always talk of 3 C's. We want to take action: consultation, consolidation, and confrontation. But government, I want you to know that for the past 20 years, since 1999, we have been consulting with the masses of Nigeria. We have been consulting with the working people of Nigeria. It was Franz Fanon who said that every generation, out of millions of humanity, has a vision. It's either we fulfill it or we betray it. Just like what the Ayatollah said, these demands, all of these demands have been demands that even before some of us entered into the secondary school, they have been on time. Why is this movement very, very special? I want to tell you why this movement is very special. This movement is special because this is one of the weakest periods of Nigerian ruling class. They are so-called, we are in a democratic era, like I have been shouting since 1999. They are already open to the eyes of the masses. The masses now see that the Nigerian ruling class is not ready to develop the country. All the demands we gave are not even demands that are socialist. They are demands that are ordinary demands that a sensible government can implement. They are demands that are enshrined in the Chapter 2 of the 1999 Constitution. So we didn't go to the heavens. We didn't go to any other Jupiter or anywhere to get the demands down. So these demands are normal demands. But the ruling class is too greedy, too selfish. We have a ruling class that believes that they will use poverty and violence to make Nigerians go to talk at all. And that
we will continue to stand. 2, we are in a period where the opposition in Nigeria, because when they talk about the opposition, the APC and PDP are no opposition. There are 2 sides to decimate the Nigerian opposition, which is the socialist organizations, the civil society, the student movement, the workers movement. Since 1999, the Nigerian labor movement has been leading major general strikes in this country. But we see that since May 2016, when we lost the last general strike to the Nigerian ruling class, the Nigerian labor movement is now acting in its normal role, which is to be the gatekeeper for the ruling class. And not because if you look at the way the police acted today, they acted like the gatekeeper that are even more concerned than those who sent them. Because all the police officers that were blocking out today, none of them can send their children to any of the standard university schools. Most of all the police officers you are seeing there, including the SSA, yes, most of them are most of all the DSS and police officers see here today, they bought their own clothes. The Nigerian women has no uniform for them. The federal government lied to them before election that they were going to be giving the police force and not the other military act 100,000 minimum wage. You need to ask the DSS beside you. Have you been giving the 100,000 minimum wage? No! And just like government, I wish I have the Congress. We have a situation where even the police and the military officers are being illegally detained in cells all over the country. The only reason why the Nigerian government has the right to prosecute us is if any of the 5 points demands that we raise there are not justifiable. Is if any of those 5 points demands are against the ethics of patrons. Is if any of those 5 points demands are demands that were raised by any terrorist organization that have ever existed. So I want to say finally, special thanks, I don't know if to thank them because they have been with this even before some of us were born. From a great organization of former workers organization, they used to say that that's the largest workers organization in Nigeria. We want to take one group for you. We also need to give Bosa from a line is part of us. One Bosa for you. My very good friend, I've been on his leg and I was happy he put it. We went to struggle. And I want to tell you that when he was saying that you should consult, I was smiling because I put their legs in the battle to fight for the reversal of 250,000 naira school fees on the main day. And I've been seeing him on TV in newspaper, but that was the first time we met one-on-one. I had to find a way to get an order government into the hall, into Olympus Stadium. And lo and behold that day, he showed that it's the son of Baba Akinago. We were able to make sure that workers do not march in front of their oppressors that day. And since then, himself and the Nigerian movement, which are also a founding member, has been up and doing. We want to say always that we are going to that period today that we need to put all our strategies and methods in motion to reach demand. Before now, the African National Congress did what most political parties have never done before. While the election, we went to all the nooks and corners, almost all the markets in the whole of the country. They are like those who want to fight in their own cause. Those who want to fight with their own rules. They do not want the ruling class to be the one to give them rules with which they will battle. And that's why most of them boycotted the 2019 election. Because they knew that it was an election that had been rigged from the beginning. But it's not about our political party now. Just like Communary as you said. And just like Communary to arrested before he was arrested. That if I am comfortable, what about the people that are being illegally based in Zamfara? What about the family management? What about Mama, Onifufu, and the lot of other people in this country? So, with our side, we have been able to bring that discussion back to the tables of every Nigerian. We ask that as Coalition for Revolution, we are going to expand more and more and more. We will be calling meetings upon meetings upon meetings. We are asking all our honest traditional led organizations to rise up and not only join, but be practically involved in all of this action. We cannot be listening from afar anymore. Because many people were doubting. But it's not any point of doubting anymore. And just like Shewa Nicola said, if you think that they have arrested Sowore and some other people and that it will concern you, the Nigerian ruling class is not ready to do anything sensible. So they are ready to arrest all of us. Yes. Unfortunately for them, even in the prisons that are arresting our members to, most of our members have good solidarity with prisoners. So if you continue to arrest us and put us to prison, the RevolutionNow prison network continue to gather more income. And so finally, the members of the DSS are here. The members of the police force and the military are here. The resolution drafting committee will be sending out all the resolutions of this meeting to the whole world today. As we are speaking now, action is being held in London. Since morning, action is being held in the United States. What we want to say is that all of us, nobody should rush home. We have information that the police officers and the DSS, having seen that Temperman has gone, they decided that they will be arresting people with these caps. But I want the DSS officers to wear their own caps because we are also giving them caps. So that if they want to arrest us, they should also be part of those who will be arrested. On that note, comrades, we will be fighting out together. Obligated Nigerian people, don't be afraid. I want, don't be worried. Let me say this. We are more than all the police officers here. Yes. But what I want to say is that we are going to be finding out together till all of us reach our destination. Yes. What it means is that the speakers, while we are going out, the speakers will move frontward. Our women, we will have 2 women, 2 men. We hold ourselves 4-4 and we find out of here. We also want to warn the Lagos State Police Force that this power was given to us free of charge, and that the owner of this power must not be victimized by any reason. Yes. What it means is that you want to victimize the people of Nigeria generally. So government will rise up, and as the governor speaks with us, together. Let Nigerian people please, as a landlord, please order those who want to get involved. Those who want to get involved,
Okay, so the situation now be say the talk way Coalition for Revolution organized for Nigeria to talk about how DSS take arrest people and then they release them from Nigeria don't end, and the people we organize them with people we attend the one waka come out now. Then they say I be like say police come arrest some of them, but the situation now be say they don't finish and they are about to leave. And like this now the gate where everybody go from the clear they go, so we they wait, let them be clear they go, and police people today on ground. They be there as this morning to ensure say peace waka well. As it be so now, people don't they come out, they go home. So the situation is people don't set to they go. You go see many people we attend the talk for Lagos, we Coalition for Revolution organized to tell government, make them stop to the arrest protesters and make them release protesters. We they don't arrest before they don't finish and they don't they go. And the story what they hear say police they tell them say make them know where that cap where they wear inside. Again, made them come out them as then they go house, and I make all of them don't come out their cap. They will hold on for hand as then they go. So see all of them they hold their cap for hand. Information they say if you wear your cap for a head, they fit arrest you. Not to where we here for inside the hall before we come outside. But as you see, so nothing they happen. Police don't arrest anybody as they don't they come out. Do all of them don't come out their cap for head. This coalition meeting what they do here today now because of the Revolution Now protest where one man they call YeleSowore and it team been organized for August 5 for 2019 we make police arrest even the YeleSowore and some others will come out on the protest day too where they arrest all those where they arrest where they no grip release na him make these people they organize this meeting to use their own man tell government say what make you not free all these people make you not arrest them government they hold them again especially they come and share with now we are we follow the meeting so all of them they ready to go and the situation for here so If you look from my left, you will see a policeman, they ground, they monitor the situation of things.
Wa bombi, my boy. Femi, my boy, wa bombi. Femi.
Okay, as we prepare to round up our session this afternoon, one gist on how everything take happen for here today, right from around 10 o'clock when we arrived the location of this coalition meeting. One group what they call Coalition for Revolution, organized for Ikeja, Lagos State, Southwest Nigeria. The major koko we make them organize this protest not to call on Nigerian government, say make government release all the people they be there arrest for the RevolutionNow protest will happen for August 5 for the whole of Nigeria. That day, if you remember, where police arrest plenty people, including journalists, so during the protest. So these people, they use this meeting, they call on government to release everybody where they be arrested. Then they come out so many of their demands, where includes a make government try look into all the small wahala killings, including money where they promise them go they pay workers for Nigeria the 30,000 minimum wage. They say make government begin pay them. They release so many of their small demands, them all their demands. They say make government try to meet up with all of them. Those ones not part of what everything they ask for this place. So when we arrive in the morning for the place number, this place now Ibijoke Street for Ikeja, Oregu Ikeja, the situation we say that morning is the police can seal off this particular compound where they see. So when we ask police, they say they don't seal and say nothing will happen for this place. Now later when the Coco con the hot small where Mr. Femi Falana will be one of the Bongolers where they get for Nigeria, can't go here with the police can later release them, open the gates, say make them come, they enter. So as it happens, so the later they don't go to the meeting, finish, and I go person they go. So we hear some people where they sing for back and members of the team, so we won't rush them up, we'll hear their song. So now that's how we go from close with team with the show owner today. Boss. Slow down. Easy.
We want to do something before we go. Revolution, We want to do something before we go. Another challenge, double challenge, another challenge, double challenge, another challenge, double challenge, another challenge, double challenge, challenge.
We shall always fight for our rights. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall always fight for our rights.
Sorry. Okay, now to the FreeSowore protest don't continue after the meeting where Coalition for Revolution now been organized, don't finish. Now in protest don't start small protest they happen as it be. So for now, you see some of the people who gathered here, they sing, they raise their hands, and security agencies still they grant too. You see, say things Wakawa. If you look for down there, you will see say they don't make traffic on day for this road. So if you look down you see say traffic don't do it because of some of the organizers as they see, so they tell them say, oh yeah, it's time make on a con they go say we don't finish what we get to do. And on that note, my people, now here we go come end today live broadcast of everything will happen as it take happen for the FreeSowore meeting, and let us know protest where they do, where the team organize and Coalition for Revolution, and then you know organize a massive. So the whole cocoa don't end and people don't they disperse. Now here I go leave when I but I don't tell them I say it take happen from morning till now. When we arrive in the morning, we notice say the cocoa be say police lock up the place where they be want to do this meeting, and after they lock her up, now one Femi follow her, and he later come talk to police and come free the whole situation, and police come allow them enter the hall where they do the meeting. The meeting as it be so it take place through where they take voice out their different demands. They tell government make it free all the people where police and DSS in arrest during the RevolutionNow protest will happen for August 5th. Now the whole meeting don't finish and the people will come do small protest for street and they about to dismiss and disperse. See people don't they work out. Now, see security agencies for this other end, then plenty too. They follow ensure say peace reign to ensure say this people will come this meeting, then disperse as it's supposed to be. One of the police truck with that, they don't they work out, they move. This one a Lagos neighborhood watch, where they follow for people will come, follow make sure say peace reign. If you look there, you will see another police truck. Many police vehicles in full ground to make sure say everything work out well and Kasala no bust. You will see police vehicles, you see there. And even people welcome the meetings, to follow, they hail them for the good work where they do so. Alright, my people. As we don't show now everything, for now one more story about the whole event will happen and as it take happen, when I enter bbc.com/pidgin to hear the complete cocoa and the complete story as it take happen. And for anything about Revolution Now, let me just try type Revolution Now BBC Pidgin for your web browser. You go get the whole story as it been they happen from beginning even up till now. And as it happen now, we will still they bring more things to now. If any more cocoa land, if any more protest land on this matter, we will bring them to Ona. We dey hail Ona, we dey greet Ona to say Ona been there with us all through. Now, as we done the round up now, we say make Ona continue to dey follow us for our BBC pages, for Facebook, for Instagram, for website, for Twitter, anywhere we dey there. Make Ona just try to follow us. We go dey give Ona just as it dey happen. For now, Ona do well.